Reporters, the gubernatorial candidates took the stage to debate at the Arkansas Press Association's 2018 Super Convention today. A lot of issues were discussed. Here's KRK4's Bob Clausen and Jessi Turnure to break it all down.
Ashley, today we heard from the candidates for governor in Northern Arkansas. Capitol View host Jessi Turnure was there. She saw the entire thing play out. She is standing by in Eureka Springs with her take on this. And Jess, we were talking about this earlier, that both candidates meeting for the first time, kind of like two boxers kind of feeling each other out for the most part, trying to see where they stand and how tough they may be down the road. So they kind of kept it cordial, more of a discussion, you said. And when it comes to political debates, health care certainly something up front, Medicaid expansion here, and the work requirement issue. So a number of things to cover on the health care front.
Yeah, Bob, definitely no punches thrown here today, but there was a clear division as far as where these three candidates stood on the work requirement. Just starting with incumbent Governor Asa Hutchinson, the Republican in the race. He's obviously a champion for the work requirement. Arkansas was the first to implement it, and it happened under his administration. He was saying if you are able-bodied, you should contribute to our state. And then you see Jared Henderson, the Democrat, and Mark West, the Libertarian, come out against it. One of Henderson's main arguments, just looking at my notes here, was saying that, you know, this kind of disenfranchises the people it's supposed to help. A lot of these people don't have internet access, and the only way to report these activities, either report your volunteer activities or your work activities, is to go online. And then for West, there's kind of a disconnect there, saying that kind of siding with Henderson in a way, but just saying that this really shouldn't be there in the first place.
You know, the one thing that's going to be debated, because it's currently being debated, the medical marijuana issue, it's caught up, whether it's caught up in a court or it's caught up in a committee someplace. A lot of discussion about this, a lot of bureaucracy happening right here. Something that all these candidates have got to talk about in either defending or trying to steer it one direction or the other, whether that be just right down the road, because it's constantly developing. How they handle that.
Yeah, it really is. And Bob, surprisingly, there was 6 great questions that were asked, and then they got opening and closing remarks. And in this entire hour, medical marijuana didn't come up. And it was kind of surprising because the DFNA, they made an announcement earlier today saying that the Medical Marijuana Commission on Monday would come out with more on these dispensary applications. That's been on hold while the cultivation facilities have been on hold. And so right now, there is a lot that could change. I know that Hutchinson has said in the past that he may not want to, you know, intervene as governor. This is kind of, you know, supposed to be with the Medical Marijuana Commission. But he's saying, you know, this was the will of the people, although he didn't support it. He said the people voted for it, so we have to try to make, you know, this happen as soon as possible for people. And I think that that's where Henderson and West also lie. They're saying this process has taken too long. Let's make sure that, you know, by whatever means necessary, essentially, that we can get these 5,400 plus patients who have already been certified in Arkansas medical marijuana as soon as possible. So I think some of that remains to be unseen. On Monday, we'll hear more about dispensaries, and then a week from that, we should hear if the Marijuana Commission decides for the cultivation facility applications to award those immediately with those top 5 scores that they already announced, or go back and have a relook at those. So it'll be an interesting few weeks with the medical marijuana program here.
Without a doubt, and it seems the candidates taking the approach that, you know what, let this thing work itself out, and use kid gloves when it comes to that, because so much still left to be done. So a lot of ground to be covered on that. All right, Jess, thanks very much. Great job. Of course, you can catch Jessi right here before Meet the Press on Sunday morning at 8:30 on Capitol View. Ashley, back to you.